Welcome to Asian Flush.
Today we are trying and reviewing Woodchuck's Hard Cider.
Proctorsville, Vermont, next to the Black River, in a 2-car garage, a winemaker by the name of Greg Falling begins to experiment with apples. Woodchuck Amber was the result, and would go on to reinvent a centuries-old beverage which had vanished from the American consciousness in the wake of Prohibition.
In 2014, they opened a new door at the new cidery at 1321 Exchange Street in Middleburg, Vermont. To open up the cidery the right way, they had a ciderbration in their backyard. In 2015, ciderbration became Cider Stock, which grew into a music festival.
And to start off, we've got Woodchuck's Hard Cider Amber. Amber, the original cider, was first hand-filled in their 2-car garage back in 1991, delivering a medium body, sweet red apple taste, and golden hue. Cheers! Like drinking this overall, it's like definitely like cider. With this like there's a slight like alcoholic feel with this. To me, this tastes like, for apple-wise overall, it's like in between like a red delicious and like another apple, where it's like makes it a little more tart.
Yeah, like drinking this overall, you definitely get that apple cider taste to it. And it also gives you that fermented apple or like the alcoholic that naturally comes with a hard cider. So it definitely tells you that this is a hard apple cider. Now we have Woodchuck's Hard Cider, Granny Smith. Blended with Granny Smith apples for a crisp taste that finish tart and tangy. Cheers. Yep. Yeah, you definitely get that Granny taste with it, that Granny Smith taste with it. And the thing I like about this one is that it's actually more of a natural Granny Smith apple instead of like a Jolly Rancher green apple kind of taste with it.
Yeah, so like with this, when you're drinking it overall, like the Granny Smith apple taste, it's there, but it's not overwhelming. And like the sourness and the tartness that you do get naturally from Granny Smith apple, that is also there. And now we got Woodchuck Hard Cider Bubbly Prosecco. Inspired by sparkling wines, this dry pear cider is full of bubbles with a clean, crisp finish. Cheers. So like drinking this, it's very carbonated overall. To me, drinking this, I get more of like a light beer taste compared to like a cider taste. And like with this, like the pear to me doesn't really kick in till like the end of the drink.
Yeah, totally when I drink this, like I do get some pear taste, but like you said, it's like it comes at the end. And again, it tastes like me drinking like a light beer. And now we got Woodchuck's Hard Cider Blueberry. This crisp apple cider is topped off with just a splash of blueberry juice to keep you refreshed all season long. Cheers. Yeah, drinking this overall, I get tart, sweet, sour, and I do get the blueberry taste to it. The thing is, like, I can't find any apple flavor with it, but I guess I get it because if I was drinking this casually and not trying to find the flavor in it, like the sweet, tart, and sour, would probably just be like, just kind of go over and be like, yep, that's apple.
Yeah, so also along the same lines, what he was trying to say too, yeah, I do get sweetness, I do get tartness, I do get some sourness, but then after that, it just basically all I taste is the blueberry note of it. I don't get much of any of the hard apple cider taste with it, and basically, like I said, it just transitions to those flavors first, and then to blueberry, and then that's pretty much it. I don't get much of any cider. And now we got Woodchuck's Imperial Cheeky Cherry. Bursting with a taste of tart cherry, apple, and lychee, this semi-sweet Imperial delivers a playful twist to your taste buds. Cheers! So with this, I do get a taste of cherry, I do get the taste of the apple overall, but with higher ABV, going from 5% to 8% ABV, the third note, the lychee flavor, once I got to that third note, like I got a slight hint of the lychee flavor, then all of a sudden just the bitterness from the 8% ABV just took over, and I really couldn't taste the rest of the lychee note with it.
Yeah, drinking this overall, like I definitely get that tart cherry, and I feel like it overwhelms it, but I think that's just because like with the higher alcohol volume, the tartness and bitterness actually comes out more. And with the cider, the tartness of the cider also comes out more. And I think all that stuff masks the lychee. And now we got Woodchuck's Imperial Wild Tropics. Transport to the tropics with the taste of passion fruit and dragon fruit in this exotic, semi-sweet Imperial. Cheers. Yeah, well, drinking this overall, like you're thinking like passion fruit and dragon fruit, like, oh yeah, that's probably gonna be really tropically. And actually, dragon fruit's actually pretty neutral, like has a very neutral flavor to it. So like I think with being a higher ABV, the bitterness and tartness of like the alcohol itself is kind of masking the dragon fruit and masking the passion fruit.
So yeah, so like when they're describing this, like you're drinking this drink and it reminds you of the tropics overall. When I'm drinking this drink, there isn't much of any of like the tropical flavor or tropical notes with this. All I'm really getting just basically like slight hints of like the hard cider, a bit of the passion fruit, like not much of any of the dragon fruit, and basically the higher ABV, which I think personally like destroys the rest of this tropical fruit drink. And finish off with Woodchuck's Imperial Big Crush. One taste and you will fall for the smooth delivery of this juicy apple that leaves you wanting more. Cheers. So like drinking this overall, basically it's just Woodchuck's Amber, but with more ABV. It's just basically an apple hard cider overall. With instead of 5% ABV, it's 8% ABV.
Yeah, drinking this, like I definitely have to say, like you definitely get what you pay for, because it's like it is basically an apple cider with more alcohol in it. You can definitely tell. Well, after trying all of them, the one I have to say that I liked was actually their original product, the Amber and the Big Crush. Why? You get exactly what you asked for. You know, you get, if I wanted to try to get buzzed quick, I'll go for the Big Crush. If I wanted just to drink casual, I'll go for the Amber. Basically, it just gives you an amber taste, like the amber taste, basically the apple cider taste. So no matter which one you want, like if you want to get a buzz quick, go for a Big Crush. If you want a casual, go for the Amber. The one I really didn't like, that was kind of disappointing for me, was actually the Wild Tropics. Why? Because it was like, when you think about it, I'm looking for a tropical experience. And you're looking for dragon fruit, passion fruit. And actually, this one didn't even give me any passion fruit or dragon fruit, or any feels of the tropics. So that's why this one is the one that I put on the bottom of my list.
So personally, the one I disliked from the Woodchuck series that we had here today was the Bubbly Prosecco. With this one, to me, when we were drinking it, it tastes like a light beer with a touch of like pear that was added to it overall. With something like that, I'd rather just go like a light beer with pear added to it compared to something like this. Personally, the one I liked the best out of the whole entire Woodchuck lineup is the Woodchuck Amber. With this one, it's just basically, you know, you really can't go wrong with it. It's just a hard apple cider, and it's not overly sweetened. It's just basically cider with alcohol content added to it.
And if you made it this far, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below on which hard cider you like the best.
And remember, drink responsibly, my friends.